The freedom of movement is one of the main universal rights that is approved by the international community. According to the UN ICCPR Article 12, everyone lawfully within the territory of a state shall, within that territory, have the right to liberty of movement and shall be free to leave any country, including his own. This freedom of movement is one of the most important factors to accelerate the change of North Korean society. Even though North Korea is a state party of the ICCPR, they strictly regulate their residents' freedom of movement in order to increase their social control. The followings will illustrate the types of controls, which are the limitation of the residents' movement by the travel permit, forced deportation, and restriction of border access. The travel permit most clearly demonstrates North Korean authorities' control over the freedom of movement. A travel permit is a document that all North Korean residents who travel outside their permanent residing area should have. This mandatory document is issued by the Section 2 Office of the Provincial People's Committee. While the travel permit issuance in principle is a free of charge service, most North Korean residents have been accustomed to get a travel permit by bribing.
원래는 그렇게 필요하지 않은데 너무나도 일이 오래 걸립니다. 근데 그래서 하루 만에 내서 빨리 가야 되니까 담배나 어제 돈이나 그래서 비백은 냈습니다. 중국 돈 100원. 가까우면 조금 내고 멀면 많이 내고 또 아마 추가할 때 한 열흘 기다려야 돼요. 즉시도 나오고.
North Korea controls the people's movement into politically sensitive areas. Only those with special registration card can enter the areas. These areas are called approval number areas, which require special permits from the authorities.
군인들 뛰어 있어야 돼. 해령. 국경이니까 이건 힘들단 말이죠. 이거 막아 안 내준다 말이야. 주문서를.
Approval number areas include Pyongyang, Najin-Sonbong, and the borderline areas. Chagang Province is also included as it has a high concentration of military factories. The approval number areas in North Korea are implemented not for reasons of national security or public order, but for control and surveillance of the entire North Korean society. Travel permit inspection is conducted at each checkpoint. During this process, some other criminal records are revealed, and it often leads to unjust, excessive punishment. Travel permit inspection continues through habitation inspections and house searches, even after one has arrived at their destination. Even if people manage to travel without a travel permit, there are still high chances of getting arrested or penalized due to frequent and arbitrary inspections.
대응단에서 국경련 현지대 같은 데는 일주일에 2번 정도 자주 해달 그 지역 담당과는 임입반장하고 같이 단속당하면 벌금 빨리 나가라고. 올해부터는 애초에 국경 지역에는 친척이건 뭐 외래자건 집 자체 친척이어도 들여놓지 말라는 요구. 국경을 막자고 너무나도 오고 가는 게 많으니까요.
Forced deportation deprives North Korean people of the right of residence, which is an aggressive human rights violation. Various forms of forced deportation have been implemented under Kim Jong-un regime. Forced deportation in North Korea is not established as a lawful punishment in the criminal law. However, there are cases when open trials sentence perpetrators and their families to be deported.
진정으로는 도민의 부자 국가 재산을 팔아먹었다고 해서 가장은 촉살되고 나머지 아내하고 자식 둘이었고, 그리고 하나는 인신매매 그러니까 주범자가 아니고 지도원인가 하던데 농장원으로 왔습니다. 죽은 초원의 농장원.
Likewise, forced deportation in North Korea has been consistently implemented as punitive measure. The problem is that not only the perpetrators, but also their family members are punished together. This indicates that North Korea still exercises pre-modern guilt by association. North Korean authority is selectively deporting lower-class citizens from specific regions, where only special-class citizens reside. They forcibly deport the unemployed, ex-convicts, and disabled people first. These forms of forced deportation have been carried out not only in Pyongyang, but also in Samjeong County of Yangon Province. And Samjeong County is Kim Jong-il's hometown and is also referred to as Revolutionary Ground or the Second Pyongyang, where Kim Jong-un has held the most frequent ceremonies.
김정일이 고향군이 돼서 사람들 구출시키면 작년부터 다시 졌어. 왜? 농촌연금 안 된대요. 왜? 자기 부부가 농촌에서 꾸미게 왜? 자기 부부가 농촌에서 길에 농촌에 가라고. 고등학교가 줬었잖아. 그러니까 내 아들이 한국 갔다 교환을 갔잖아요. 초등학교에. 고등학교 외경장.
Family members have been forcibly deported when one family member goes missing and is presumed to defect to South Korea. This is a strategy to curb other North Korean residents' escape.
우리 초반 내가 초반했어. 2013년도 이게 아마 8월쯤 된다. 해산시 해탄동에서 양강도 풍속은 무슨 일인지 모르겠습니다. 가족이 그냥 청함하고 청함 아줌마하고 둘이 같이 갔다 말입니다. 이게 전화 때문에 이게 한국에 있는 딸하고 전화하다가 그리고 저 지금 통해가지고.
North Korean residents may access border areas by being issued a passport and a visa, or a border area immigration document. Only diplomats, international students, and expatriate workers are able to be issued a passport. Also, the qualifications and processes are very fastidious and bribe is necessary. Most of the other ordinary residents are going to be issued a border area immigration document. Border immigration documents are often called border passes or river crossing passes. Residents need this document to visit relatives or to do a small-scale business abroad. Usually people obtain this document by bribing. However, due to the authorities' strict control, it is getting harder to receive the document.
2012년까지는 뇌물로 통행증 발급이 가능했는데요. 2013년부터는 뇌물로도 발급이 어렵게 됐습니다.
Also, the immigration inspections have been intensified in the borderline areas. After Kim Jong-un took power, North Korea amended the immigration law and created an obligatory provision of immigration inspection. To be specific, North Korean residents have to notify the authorities about their immigration information in advance, and foreign crewmen can only leave their boats after an official permission. Stipulating the inspection agency's duties and authorities in law makes residents' border passing more fastidious, thereby ultimately blocking their border passing. Likewise, North Korea has strengthened the punishments and crackdowns on escapees. After Kim Jong-un took power, escape from North Korea has been classified as a serious crime and cannot be pardoned since August 2015. Recently, it has been regarded as a crime against the state rather than a simple criminal act. Also, the authority of border security has been transferred to the State Security Department to strengthen internal crackdowns. In addition, North Korea constructed nail boards and high-tension wires in the borderline areas.
7천만 원이라는 건각 기관 겹쳐서 작년 10월 달에 도망한 것은 지역 구간만 개편 증명을 받아가지고 콘크리트 기둥을 씌웠단 말이야. 그러니까 거기다가 그 기둥을 기준으로 해서 그다음부터 철조망을 처음 세때 철조망 설치한다 그런 말이야. 있는 것을 먹었는데 4월 10월 세월부터 이미 군대들이 주야간 철조망을 설치 작업한다.
As you can see, North Korea has strictly controlled their residents' movement within and across the border. If North Korean people enjoy more freedom of movement, they will naturally have wider access to outside world's information and are more likely to change their consciousness. The North Korean authorities are worrying that freedom of movement may bring any change in people's belief in the North Korean regime.